Something deep within you has already felt the shift. This message is not just another whisper, it's a spiritual signal. A turning point has arrived, and if you listen closely, this moment might mark the very shift that redefines your path forever. Before we begin, write your warmest wish in the comments. And if you feel this message stirring something in you, comment 999 or 333. Let this be your soul's way of saying, "Yes, I'm ready." Now take a deep breath, because what's coming is sacred. There are seasons in life when the universe stops you, not to punish, but to position. And if you've been feeling distant, uncertain, even restless lately, it's not because you're broken. It's because you've outgrown the space you were planted in. You've been expanding in silence, stretching in solitude, and now your spirit is ready to be reintroduced to the world, not as who you were, but as who you were always meant to be. You are not behind. You are not late. You have been on divine timing, traveling a path that wasn't meant to be fast, but meaningful. You were never built for shortcuts, chosen one. You were built for depth. That's why your journey has felt long. That's why your healing has taken time. That's why your growth happened in shadows while others celebrated in light. But here's the truth they didn't see. While they were seen, you were shaped. And that shaping, quiet and holy, is what makes your next step irreversible. You've had to learn things the hard way. You've had to carry more than most people knew. You smiled while bleeding. You comforted others while silently screaming for help. But that wasn't weakness. That was your spiritual muscle forming. That was your discernment being sharpened. That was your soul growing into the shape of your assignment. And now, the time has come to rise from the fire, carrying gold no one else has. There is a version of you that's not afraid anymore. Not afraid to walk away from what feels safe but stagnant. Not afraid to claim what belongs to you. Not afraid to say yes to what your spirit has been whispering all along. That version isn't far. That version is ready to step through. And this message, it's the threshold. You've seen signs already, haven't you? Random numbers, dreams that won't let go, conversations that feel divine, a repeated message showing up just when you needed it. This isn't coincidence, it's confirmation. Heaven speaks in patterns, the universe sends clues, and the spiritual realm doesn't play games when a chosen one is nearing their next level. It sends warnings, nudges, whispers, and eventually shouts. This is one of those moments, a divine shout wrapped in quiet words. Stop underestimating the power of your presence. You weren't just called, you were designed. Your energy changes rooms, your words shift atmospheres, your intuition protects what logic misses. You are not too much. You are exactly right for what this world is about to need. And it's no longer about whether others see it. It's about whether you finally do. The delay you've experienced was not a denial. It was a sacred pause, so you could gather what the next dimension of your life will demand. Yes, it took longer than you expected. Yes, you lost some things, and people, along the way. But none of it was wasted. Every ending cleared space for your arrival. Every silence built your voice. And now, as the energy around you shifts, you are being handed a new blueprint. Your life is not meant to look like everyone else's. You weren't sent here to repeat patterns, you came to break them. You came to bring healing where there was hurt, to spark vision where there was blindness, to lead where others were content to follow. And that means the cost will be higher, but so will the reward. There's a reason you've always felt different. Not better, just set apart. While others chased the spotlight, your soul longed for something real. And that longing, that ache that wouldn't go away, that was your spirit remembering who you were before the world told you to forget. And now that memory is reawakening. Not just to inspire you, but to ignite you. You're not meant to walk forward timidly. You're not meant to tiptoe into the future like you're afraid of being seen. You're not meant to downplay your gifts just to fit into rooms that were never built for your light. Number, you were meant to step boldly, fiercely, royally into the life that only you can live. You were born with something rare, a soul coded with sacred instruction. And that instruction, it can no longer be muted. The time for hesitation is over. The time for overthinking, for questioning your worth, for second-guessing what you feel deep in your bones. It's done. The universe has already been aligning circumstances around your decision. But the one thing it cannot do for you is say yes on your behalf. That part is yours. That yes is your offering, your act of faith, your unlocking of the unseen blessings waiting with your name etched into their side. You see, the next chapter of your life doesn't require you to be perfect. It requires you to be present, to show up as you are, with what you have, even if all you're carrying is faith the size of a seed. That's enough. That's more than enough. That's how gardens begin. That's how legacies are birthed. That's how spiritual empires are built, one trembling step at a time. This isn't about confidence that roars. It's about courage that moves, even when the road ahead is foggy, even when the past still haunts, even when no one claps for you. Because you weren't created to be understood by everyone. You were called to be unshakable, even when walking alone. The most powerful part of your life is about to begin, but it won't feel the way you expect. It won't always feel loud or glorious or cinematic. Sometimes it will look like quiet persistence, like healing old habits, like waking up one more day and choosing to believe anyway. Sometimes it will feel like nothing's working, and yet beneath the surface, everything is shifting. Because God doesn't work in the spotlight. He works in silence. He molds the chosen in the hidden places. And when it's time, He reveals them to the world like lightning. You are that lightning. The world hasn't even seen what you're fully capable of. What they've witnessed so far was only the glimpse, the shadow, the silhouette of your power. But the full light, the unveiled, unfiltered, unstoppable version of you, that's what's rising now, not to prove anything, not to compete, but to fulfill destiny. And don't let the size of your vision scare you. If your dream feels bigger than you, it's because it is. It was meant to pull you higher, to stretch your soul, to draw out a version of you that only the fire could unlock. And yes, it hurts. Yes, it demands sacrifice. But what's waiting for you is so much greater than what you're leaving behind. This is your moment to unlearn the lies you were told. The lie that you're too much. The lie that you're not enough. The lie that you missed your chance. The lie that you're broken beyond repair. Release them. Let them fall from your shoulders like dust. They were never part of your divine script. They were planted by pain, not purpose. And now it's time to rewrite the narrative. The path ahead won't always make sense to others. But you don't need consensus to follow conviction. You don't need approval to walk with God. Your spirit knows the way. You just need to trust it again. And if fear still whispers, if doubt still lingers, then speak this truth over your life. I was chosen for this. Even when I feel afraid, I will not shrink. Even when I feel unworthy, I will not quit. I will walk in the power I was born with. I will rise, not because I feel ready, but because I am destined. You are not who the world tried to label. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are the rebirth, the revolution, the reminder that even from ruins, something holy can rise. The storm didn't break you, it built you. The delay didn't destroy you, it refined you. And every tear you cried was watering the soil for your breakthrough. That harvest is now. So step boldly, chosen one. Step like you know heaven walks beside you. Step like your name is already being whispered in rooms you haven't even entered yet. Step like the chains have already been shattered. Because they have. Because you're free. Because you've always been more powerful than you knew. This isn't just a turning point. This is your release. This is your arrival. This is your divine return. Now walk forward and don't look back. The past taught you. The fire refined you. But the future is waiting to crown you.
Drop a follow and like the video if this resonates with you, and don't hesitate to cheer up and support fellow brothers and sisters difficult times in the comments. Chosen one, keep your head up and stay true to yourself, always with love.